What's up, Roro fam? I hope y'all having a great day, great week, great everything. But I'm back at it here with another video for you guys. This story that I'm about to tell y'all is very deep inside my heart. Like, I have a strong connection to the story. Literally, this story is a miracle. Like, y'all know miracles. This is a miracle. Hey, some might say I just got lucky, some might say it's coincidence or whatever, but literally this is a miracle. Honestly, I have no clue where I'm gonna start this story because it's a pretty long story. It goes back all the way to freshman, middle school, I don't even know, something like that. Okay, so story time has now begun. When I was in middle school, freshman year, something like that, 8th, 9th grade, my sister, for those of y'all know my sister, her name's Janelle Fletcher. Hey, shout out to her. I'll probably put her Instagram in the comments or something, whatever you want to call it. When I was in middle school or freshman year or something like that, she decided to attend FGCU, and for those of you who don't know, that's Florida Gulf Coast University. Ever since that day, ever since she decided to go there, and ever since she's been going there, that pretty much inspired me and motivated me to go to want to go to that school. Literally ever since 8th, 9th grade, something like that, that's been my desire. I want to go to that school. I want to, I need to, that's the school I'm gonna go to. If, ands, buts, nothing. I didn't want to go to FSW, which was another school around here, or some other college. I wanted to go there, and I don't want to go out of state. Who wants to go out of state? If y'all, trust me, no one wants to go out of state ever. You never want to go out of state. But if you go out of state, it's gonna be more money, and you're in a new state. You don't know anything about that state. You just don't know. It's a whole new life for what? Just to go to school? I wasn't gonna do that. And also, since it's out of state, it's gonna be more money. You're just gonna be more in debt when school is done. So what's the point of that? So anyways, yes, that was the school. That's where I was gonna go. I even prayed about it. And everything, I'll be like, God, hey, please let me go to this school, because I'm not trying to go anywhere else. That's my school. And every single year or every single chance I had to pray about it, I did. For some reason, private colleges or small colleges, they're more expensive. I have no clue why they're more expensive. It's literally ridiculous. It's 30,000-40,000 for 1 year, going there. And then it's a smaller school, so I'm just why am I gonna pay $40K a year for this junk? Since the beginning of me thinking about college and everything was to be able to run in college, be a college athlete, and the whole goal was to be a college athlete at FGCU. And I didn't want to go nowhere else. I was I want to go there. And if it's not anywhere else, I wouldn't be the happiest. That was my main goal every single year. I'm gonna go to this school to run. That's it. No ifs, ands, buts about it. So freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year, I'm just grinding, going hard, running all these miles. I would run 10 miles a day, 10 miles a day. 10 miles a day. Hey, repeat that. I was running 10 miles a day. It's crazy. I didn't really start doing that until I was a senior. I was more advanced than what I was before. The thing is, the whole problem with me and my situation was that every single year of high school, I've had terrible coaches. When I say terrible, complete trash. I've only had one truly good coach, which was my sophomore year. And he was actually amazing. He took us to our first time ever. Our school went to regionals, which was amazing. But other than that, my freshman year, my sophomore year of track season, junior year of both seasons, and then my senior year, which I'll go into, was all just went downhill. And the thing is, since I was kind of new to running my freshman year, in pretty much all of high school, I didn't know a lot of things. I didn't know how to get, bug. I was pretty much teaching myself, since I had these coaches that didn't know what they were doing. I had to teach myself every single year. So freshman year, I would do something, it didn't work. Sophomore year, I did something. I did a different type of training, didn't work. And then junior year, I did some other different type of training, didn't work. And then senior year, I finally figured it out. After my cross country season, I figured out what I needed to do. And my senior cross country season, it was good. I PR'd and everything. There was a whole situation with the coach, and I got a new coach and this and that. Everything was just hectic, and it wasn't too bad. It could have been worse, but it could have been better. But since cross country finished, I finished off, pretty good. And I had momentum, I had motivation, since I finally figured out what I needed to do for myself. I finally figured out, bro, I know how to get better. I know what to do for myself. So as I'm doing that, and as track season's approaching my senior year, um, as it's approaching, like all of a sudden I ended up getting injured, and it ended up being an overuse injury because like I didn't have the right shoes or whatever, and then my right knee or left knee, I think it was my right knee, got messed up or something like that, and it completely just messed up my whole entire just track season. Like it messed up everything. I couldn't run for months. I couldn't train for months. I couldn't do anything at all. The only thing I could do was go to the gym and just do upper body because that's the only thing. I couldn't run. I couldn't squat. I couldn't do nothing. Like I literally all I could do was walk. I couldn't even run. And it was bad, and it messed up everything. And um so when track season came, I couldn't even run, and then when I was finally able to run, um the season finished because of COVID-19, and it finished because of COVID. And for those of you watching like 20 years in the future, in like 2040, y'all learned about this in your textbooks. COVID-19 was terrible. It messed up the whole world. And I know y'all learned about this in your textbooks. Don't lie. I know y'all learned about this. This had to be in textbooks. It has to be. So the situation was bad. And literally, the race I was gonna run after months, the race I was finally gonna run, it was like the third, fourth race of the season. The season got canceled because of COVID-19. It got canceled. We're all hoping it's gonna come back, and never came back. And just like that, senior year was just done. Couldn't run. I couldn't prove myself. I couldn't prove to the coaches and everything that I was the good runner that I believed I was. So during that time, I had D3 colleges contacting me, D2 colleges, we're talking back and forth and whatever. And they just weren't the college that I wanted. It wasn't FGCU. It wasn't my dream college. And it just wasn't my dream to be able to run at this college. And it just didn't work out with those colleges. Nothing went through with it. So I was like, no, I don't want it. Just move on. And since I didn't want to go out of state or none of that either, all these colleges were like out of state and places I didn't want to be. So I was like, forget that. So during cross country season, even though, I had all those bad coaches and I ended up kind of on a good note and I was motivated and everything, that's the time where I finally applied to FGCU. That was the time. I literally did it like 2 days before the final date to do it. So I applied, and I was just hoping for the best. I'm like, hey, I have good scores. For those of you guys who don't know, I'm a 4.35 GPA student. Literally, that's my 4.35. Like I'm 4.0, summa cum laude. I had like 100 community service hours, like crazy stuff. Like I had good grades and everything. I was crazy. So I was really confident. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this. Like there's no way they say no to me. Why would they say no to me? Like that's crazy. So I was very confident. I'm like, okay, this is perfect. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna go. I'm finally my dream. Like I was one step closer to my dream. All I needed was the track part to connect to it. I was like, okay, I'm going to FGCU, and now I need the track part to connect. During around like October-ish, like right before track season started. I just said October. Why am I saying October? I'm tripping. Like March-ish. I was like waiting, and everyone was getting accepted, but me, I haven't gotten accepted yet. I'm like, okay, everyone's getting accepted. Everyone's posting about it. So how about me? Like, what's up with this? And then I contacted them and everything. I'm like, what's wrong with this? How come you guys haven't accepted me? And then when I called them and everything, they said that the date of birth on your application was wrong. So then it didn't match like my SAT scores. So since it didn't match, it didn't go through. So then I was waiting for like 4 or 5 months for them to say accepted. But they didn't even process my application because my birthday on it was wrong. I was like, how did that even happen? Like what? Literally the littlest thing messed up like the whole situation. So then I had to send like some of my license. I had to send my license. I was who I was and everything, this and that. They changed it, and then my application didn't even get it didn't go through the system until March, and I already had 5 months wasted, and people were already getting accepted. So I was so late into this. Like a month later, I finally got the email saying if I got accepted or not, and I was so ready. I was like, there's no way they're gonna say no to me. Like they have to say yes. There's no way. So then I got the email, and when I looked at it, it literally said you did not get admitted into our college. And literally everything, my whole like attitude, mood, everything just dropped. I was like, you're lying. I was like, after everything I've been through for running in college, getting injured, everything, I was just like, I didn't even get accepted into it. And I'll put a picture right here of the email, so for proof. So literally when I found the email, I didn't tell no one. I didn't tell no one at all. I was like, you know what, forget this junk. I'll just go to FSW, which is like a small community college. I was like, whatever, I'll just go there and it's fine. And remember, I didn't tell no one. Like, I didn't tell no one till like a month later was when I finally told my dad, because my dad asked me about it, and I just told him straight up, I was like, I didn't get accepted. Like, what's up? And thank God my dad asked me about it, because my dad randomly asked me, oh, did you get accepted or not? And I was like, I know. I looked at the email. I was like, no, look. And he said, you know what? And this is when everything started changing. And this is a month after they said no. Like, in the comments, tell me if there's any other way for me to get accepted after they said no. Like, literally no. Like, what? No. And then the reason why they said no was because my SAT scores. That's what I said. SAT scores is a scam, because I had good grades, good student, never got in trouble at all. Literally in middle school, you know, middle school when they like sign your cards or whatever, never got my junk signed. Like, literally, I was like the most like perfect kid if you look at the stats or whatever you want to say. Like, literally, no way. Because of one test, one stupid test, I didn't get accepted. Like, really, bro. And then they said, oh, you need to retake your SAT and stuff if you want to get accepted. But it's COVID-19. How am I going to get accepted? Like, how am I going to take the test again? Because everything was closed. Everything was shut down. So literally, I couldn't do anything. So then when my dad, he finally asked me, oh, you get accepted or not? And I said no. And I said it was because of my test scores. He said, well, since everything's closed down and you can't even retake it, like, tell the email, like, send an email back to that the thing that told me no, and tell them that you can't retake the test because it's COVID-19, everything's shut down. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, they already said no to me, but like, whatever, I might as well give it a shot. At this point, I already gave up on everything, because like, there's just no way. Like, a big college, like, they're not gonna, like, why would they, first of all, why would they even respond to my email? I doubted they would even respond to it. And then I was thinking like, yo, I'm gonna have to send all these documents again, another application, this and that. And I was just like scared to go through that whole process again. So then and also I thought it was super late, because I thought it was super late for me to apply and everything or get accepted, because this is May, April. Everyone's already choosing their classes, going through orientation. I'm like, everyone's already accepted. Like, how is there even room for me? So then all this is happening at this time. And then my dad was like, just do it, bro. Just, you have nothing to lose at this point. Just do it. So then at the email, I said, hey, I'll probably put a picture of the email right here. And I said, hey, I don't have my SAT. I can't take the SAT again. I can't get a better score for you guys. There's nothing I can do. I had a good GPA. I had 4.3. Like, what else do you guys want from me? This and that. I was just telling them a bunch of good stuff about me, and like, I was just scholar, athlete, whatever. So then I finally sent the email that, and then maybe I think like the next day, actually not even the next day, I think that same day they responded to me, and they were like, okay, what we need is online transcripts and then like something else. And I was like, okay, bet. I was like, okay, bet. Like, this is crazy. Like, they actually responded to me. Like, this is crazy. And then I had the next day, I called my counselor for high school, asked for my online transcripts. They asked for it, and then I sent it to the people. So next day after I had everything, I sent it to them. And then this was like maybe like a Friday or something. And they sent me an email of everything I said. And they said, Caleb, okay, we'll review your application, and your results of the application will come back within like a week, and we'll tell you if you got accepted or not. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, I have to wait another week upon the other 6-7 months I already waited. And I'll probably put a picture of the email right here for proof. Like, I'm not playing. And literally that same day, they said, the same exact day. You guys know the same exact day. Not even day, hours. After they sent the email saying a week later, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to wait like another 7 days for this. The same day. It was like 1 o'clock when they sent me that email. I was like, okay, now we just wait. 4 or 5 hours later. So it was like 1 o'clock to like 6 o'clock. I get an email. I opened up the email. And after going through everything I went through with injury, application being late, bad SAT scores, literally the only thing I had was just good grades in school. After all that, I had an email saying you got accepted to FGCU University or Florida Gulf Coast University. And I was like, when I saw that, I was like, this is fake. I was like, there's no way this is like real. I was just like, after everything that I've been through with like running and what's it called, and all these applications and everything, I still get accepted by just responding to an email. I didn't have to do another application or nothing. All I did, guys, when I tell you, all I did was respond or reply back to an email. That's all I did. When I got the news of this, my parents weren't home. They were at church because it was like nighttime, like they already left. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna surprise them. So I called my sister and I was like, yo, let's surprise them. So I went and bought some balloons. We bought like a little mini like cheesecake thing. We put like congratulations on it and everything. Cause my parents, like, they wanted me to go here like more than anyone, you know. They're the ones praying for me and like helping me and like, you know, they're the parents, so like, you know, they care for their children. So you know what, we're gonna surprise them because my dad, you know, really, and my mom really wanted me to like go there too. And you know, I set it up like hella nice and everything, like it was crazy. So then my parents come home. I'm like, hey, close your eyes, close your eyes, close your eyes. And then they walk home. I bring them to like the area, and my sister was recording. And then they open their eyes. Oh, actually, no. I told them, lift out your hands. And I had a paper that said I was accepted. And then they looked at it, and then they turned it around. And that's when they saw the whole setup. And they just started crying. And I started crying, too, because it was like a big whole situation. We're like, yo, like, this is crazy.
Turn around.
What?
And then my dad was like, yo, this is God. And I was like, I know this is God. Because literally, there's no other way. Like, this is a miracle. Like, there's no other way. Like, the fact that I already gave up on it. The fact that I wasn't running was done for me. Yo, I had to change locations because my shift just finished because I was at work. So I can't be there no more. But anyways, yeah, there's literally no other explanation. There's nothing else. My whole situation on getting accepted to college is literally all God. Because the fact that I was able to just send one email, and that one email just completely changed like my life, because I was gonna go to FSW, spend years there and do everything there. So it's like the fact that one email just changed everything. And think about it, if I never responded to that email that said no, or maybe not even that, if I probably even tried another way, like sent another application or something, I probably would have never even gotten accepted. So the fact that something so simple just made a huge difference in my life, it's all God. And I give literally all the glory to God. Like the fact that I prayed about it and everything, and my parents prayed about it, and the fact that the whole college said no and everything, it's just ridiculous. Like there's no other way to explain. So as of this day, this very day, August 21st, I am Caleb Benjamin Fletcher. I am an official FGCU student, baby. Eagles. Hey, check it out. My favorite jacket ever. Nothing's beating this, bro. Love this jacket. Hey, is this crooked? Literally, hey, I'm so happy that I go to this college now. Literally every single time I think about it, I just know God took control of my situation. So, hey, if y'all ever need anything, if y'all like something huge, crazy, hey, y'all just need to pray to God or something, because literally something as simple as an email can change your whole life. So, hey, God's real, and y'all can't say nothing about it because it's just a whole crazy situation. So if y'all want something like that to happen in your life, hey, go ahead and pray to the man above, because I give him all the credit for everything. And once again, literally, I got injured. My whole running career was over. Literally SAT scores was bad. My application didn't even get processed till months later. I kept it a whole secret for another month, and then somehow I still got accepted. Like, hey, there's literally nothing else I can say. That just makes it even more crazier, because this is literally like a whole, like a story from a movie or something, like literally crazy. Hey, so in the comments, hey, I want you guys to say some type of story that happened just like mine, some type of miracle, something crazy that's ever happened to you, because I know, hey, everyone has something crazy that's happened in their life before. Hey, so y'all like and subscribe, comment, all of that. And hey, post notifications because I have literally another video coming real soon. And that's gonna be my first day of college. So y'all can check that out. Check this preview. I was gonna die on the first day of school. That video's gonna be crazy, so please y'all check it out for real. And I hope y'all enjoyed my story, crazy miracle story. And I hope God can move with you in the same way. So, hey, Roro fam, hey, you know we the best, and we'll always be the best. Nothing stops us from that. So once again, have a good day, y'all, and we out. Peace. You built wrong.